Ran it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run.
They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. That hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? Top of the food chain, rock bottom, and handle my business when it was my problem. G, flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got calling your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, then make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look. See, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 crippin'. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to live with. Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottom. Take 2 and pour out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
It's alright, man. Cool. I be going there like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read it, nigga hooked on phonics. Say a lot of things and never catch like Sonic. Zone, I'm gone. When I'm in my zone and get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car whip like...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. begin this drive with Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the... direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. From the gun, here's Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Throwing is Stafford. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Stafford. It's complete to Robinson. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Akers. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
50-50.
Again, it'll be Akers. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Now Stafford. The quick slant caught. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And he's got it. That's caught for a Ram touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab.
And the Rams' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Browns drive about to get started.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And up, down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 75 yards.
And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And we are tied at 7. 7-7, our score after 1. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On the counter, this is Akers. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 43-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Here's Stafford. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Stafford on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They'll run for it with Akers.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st down, Stafford here.
He's got Cooper Kupp on the slant. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Gay's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Stafford on first down. He'll get this one to Cup, complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Here's a run with Akers on second down.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for this with Akers.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. They snap it to Stafford. It's caught on the right side by Robinson.
And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. In motion left, Robinson.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Okay, 2nd and 1, you get nothing. What now on 3rd and 1?
Sorry about that. I was so excited I jumped in on you. This is almost like practice to me. Line it up and do it again. You didn't get it right the first time. Just get right back on the ball and go. It doesn't matter that they know you're coming. You ought to be able to pick up this short yardage.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He finds Robinson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb.
Down inside the 40.
So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And again, it's Chubb. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Watson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd and 5 now. Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Rams going to go ahead and use the 1st of their timeouts. It's just their 1st. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll run with Chubb, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Now it's Watson. Got his fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is going to get out of bounds through the end zone, and that will go as a turnover as the defense will get it at the 20-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline. The friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the 24, Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Going right back to Akers. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. A give up the middle to Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play?
What a game we were treated to in this one. And then on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered a loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.
Somebody to hold me. Some done woke up in me. I've been going crazy. I've been doing my thing. They not ready for me. Y'all been playing with me. No time for the silly games. God damn, it really must be so intimidating. But I gotta be great. That's the God up in me. Whoa, yeah. Hold me, they cannot hold me, yeah. Slowly, ain't no more taking it slowly, yeah. Holy, you're dealing with something that's holy, yeah. Hold me, I need somebody to hold me. I'm still cooking out the basement, and this game needs some saving. And I'm ready for the action, cause I'm tired of the acting. What happened to being great? What happened to being fashionably late? What happened to rocky shows? What happened to spitting flows? Been wearing the cons and the pros. Feel like I'm the only pro. If we gon' go, then go. We can take it toe to toe. I've been doing everything you've been doing, but I'm really doing more. I'm about to explode. You gon' need someone to hold me. They cannot hold me, yeah. Slowly, ain't no more taking it slowly, yeah. Holy, you're dealing with something that's holy, yeah. Hold me, I need somebody to hold me. Nothing's for certain. But this I know, life is but moments that come and go. Tomorrow may never come, but the memories live on.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Miami.
Fields it right around the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On play action, here's Tua, rolling to his left. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And going deep for Hill. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Sky Moore.
30 yards.
And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
After the sack on first down, Tua flushed out. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
George Karlaftis.
Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Third and long for Bridgewater. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Forced out to his left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Two yards left on second down from the 9. Edwards-Helaire now off the option.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Being chased out left. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Butker's kick here is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, they go with Mostert again. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
I'll give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stuff the run and then executed.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Flush to his right. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
Now Tua. Escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. And going deep for Hill. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running on first down with Gaskin. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Myles Gaskin, 14 yards. And the Dolphins are back within a score. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. And each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
52's the mark, boy, 52. Check back.
Moore, the man in motion. On 2nd and 10, Mahomes completes it to Hardman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, Mahomes finding his burner, Hardman, for the KC first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing now is Mahomes. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Moore, the man in motion. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes and hitting Juju on the slant. And the Chiefs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Mahomes to throw once more.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Here's Mahomes to throw. Touchdown! Marquez Valdez-Scantling in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs will extend their lead. Here just before halftime. Butker now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Chiefs 17, Dolphins 7.
Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here you go. 45. Right. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check 4 and 3. Go red.
Tua, the final shot before half. They're going deep for Hill. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Second half starts with a run by Edwards-Helaire. It was Raekwon Davis with the tackle.
Oh, that's the thing, the beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Mahomes throwing on 4th. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's where this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 44 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Mahomes now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Butker's kick here is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Tua sets up to pass it. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Eluding the pressure right. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Right. Let's go. Key tight end, key tight end. 4 down, check, 4 down. Ready.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From midfield, here's Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like...
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Now with that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
In motion right is Wilson. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Then he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Ball at the 8 here for second and a yard. Maybe a touch less.
47 is the mic. I got it. 47 mic. 47 mic. Mike 47. Here it comes. Go. 47. Check. 47.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first.
Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
In motion, Hill. From the gun, it's Tua. Buying time, and they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. On second and goal, Tua. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown.
Ready. Blue 32.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
2 to throw. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
In motion, Hill. Here's Tua.
And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken from about the 12.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all three timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Mahomes to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Moore, the man in motion. Back to throw, Mahomes. Now a swing pass, it's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Now Hill to return it. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Gaskin again on second down.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this third down.
Now Tua. Connecting with Hill.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. In motion, Hill.
Tagovailoa.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Trying to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
In motion left is Wilson. Tua on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Mahomes. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heave it and hope, but the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, and you never want to be in a situation where your entire game comes down to throwing a jump ball as far as you can. But in that situation, you want to loft it up and hope one of your guys can win in the air. This time, though, it was a defender who got up there, and that was the end of the ball game. Close one throughout. One team just had a little bit more at the end than the other.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, we sign off from Miami.
consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Heart of a lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, moving. We making movies, moving, moving, moving. I get a chance and take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder, harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot. You only get one shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah. Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi, take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss. Take off the weird jewelry, I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top 5. Take off them fabricated streams and the microwave memes, it's a real world outside. Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo. Take off the Sandro pay, 5 days stay, take a $250,000, hella final. Take off the fuck flag, take off perception, take off the cop with the iPad. Take off the allure, take off the unsure, take off decisions I lack. Take off the fake deep, take off the fake woke, take off the I'm broke, I care. Take off the gossip, take off the new logic that if I'm rich, I'm rare. Take off the shit mill, take off the Doja, take off the Birkin bag. Take all that designer off and what do you have?
You ugly.
You out of pocket.
2 ATMs, you stepping to what?
You out of pocket.
Who you think they talk about? Talk about us.
You out of pocket.
Who you think they carry up for us?
Get back in pocket.
The world in a panic, the women is stranded, the men on the run. The profits abandoned, the law take advantage. The market is crashing, the industry wants to sleep in the box while they making a mockery following us. This ain't Monopoly, watching for love. This ain't monogamy, y'all getting jumping on what the hell is that? I gotta relax when I feel. All my descendants, they come in my sleep and say I am too real. I'm done with the sensitive, taking it personal. Done with the black and the white, the wrong and the right. You hoping for change and miracles. I know the feelings that came with burial's prize. You ugly.
You out of pocket.
2 ATMs, you stepping to what?
You out of pocket.
Who you think they talk about? Talk about us.
You out of pocket.
Who you think they carry up for us?
Serving up a look, dancing in a drop. Hello to the big step, but never lose a count. Venting in the safe house. Venting in the safe.
Can I vent out my truth? I got nothing to lose. I got problems and pools. I can swim with my fate. Cameras moving whenever I'm moving. The family suing whatever I make. Murder is stacking. The president acting. The government taxing my funds in the bank. Homies attracting the fence when I'm breaking. Look at my reaction. My pupils on skates. Holla, holla.
Let's think about this for a second. Tell me what you would do for steady. When you show your show, no credit. When you show your bro for leverage.
What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant? What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant?
You out of pocket, yeah, you out of pocket. You entertain the mediocre, need to stop it. You entertaining old friends when they toxic. What the council culture, dog. Say what I want about you. I'm like Oprah, dog. I treat you like I'm Jigga. Watch I own it, dog. Oh, you worry about a critic, that ain't protocol.
Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the New Orleans Saints. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. He's going to be stopped well behind the line of scrimmage, and that's pretty much going to wipe out their gain from first down. On third down, Winston steps away to his left. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Winston throw complete there to Thomas. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down.
Well, sure looked pretty coming off of his hand, but sometimes you might have to take a little bit off of it. That one looked a little too hot to handle.
Yeah, but off the tip, hey, they still got the catch, right?
It's amazing, isn't it? Even when it goes wrong, it turns out right.
On second down, Kamara. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing, Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
A first down throw for Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. Play action now. Winston. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Here we go with Kamara. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Play fake. Winston. Throw left side complete to Troutman. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. From the red zone now, Winston. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. Coming left is Kamara. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Here's Winston. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Saints post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Lutt's good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. On first down, Rodgers. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
Rodgers now on first down. Flushed out right. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now Rodgers. And this is caught inside the 5. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Now Jones, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I tell you, he brings the wood when he comes flying up in run support. He may be a safety, but he hits like a linebacker.
One back in the game. That's Jones, second and goal. They'll give it to him again. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Aaron Jones, as the first half is winding down. And the Packers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Crosby with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
In motion left here, Landry. On 2nd and 9, Winston. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half here, Winston. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
They'll go again to Jones. Fancy footwork at the 45. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Jameis now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he rifles one incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
A 10th carry for Kamara. He juked him and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. It's Hill, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Kamara up the middle and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Landry, the receiver, in motion left. Try to pound it in, Kamara. A good red zone run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second and goal. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Kamara will score. Touchdown, New Orleans. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Well, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Now they send a man in motion right.
They'll turn to Kamara.
And he is into the end zone. The conversion attempt is good. And that'll give him an 8-point lead here in the fourth. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. And it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Now Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cobb. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be fourth down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
In motion left is Watkins. Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Cause I be really out my mind.